Welcome everyone to Freeport Memorial Library on the Mat Yoga. We're gonna start today, as always, by connecting with the present moment. So let's get comfortable and sit in a comfortably seated position on your mat, preferably. Just let your hands rest on your thighs. Relax your shoulders. Relax the muscles on your face. Slowly breathing in through the nose. Letting the breath rise all the way up to the top of the chest. And then exhaling it back out. The goal during this moment is to just work to stay with the breath. So if your mind drifts away, that you just bring your mind back to the breath. And let's go ahead and set an intention for today's practice. An intention can be related to a goal that you would like to achieve on your mat or just in your everyday life. It could be related to yoga or unrelated, if there's such a thing, because I do believe that a lot of things, most things are interrelated. So just relax your shoulders. Offer yourself a little bit of a half smile so that you can relax the muscles. Take your breath in nice and slow and hold it for a moment. And then release your breath back out. Pulling the belly button in toward the spine. If you don't know already, for me, yoga is about awareness. It is about creating a higher level of awareness between you and you and you. So between you and your breath, between you and your physical movement, and between you and your thought patterns. And then working to get those three to be in rhythm with each other. So if you find yourself on the mat aware that something doesn't feel right, or you're not able to go into a certain posture because of a certain pain or feeling, that's a part of your yoga observation. So it's really good stuff. I want us to start by relaxing the muscles on the face even further. So I want you to make a fist with your thumb. This time is going to be on the outside. And we're just going to take the left fist and we're going to start at the bottom of the jaw, right here, right underneath. And you're just going to take your fist and just work it right here, just making some small circles right here. And then coming here, right on top, and making some small circles here. And then we want to go a little bit more into the center of the cheek and making some small circles. And I'm pressing down a little bit. And then go here to the jaw and right, that cheekbone rather. And you're just making some small circles there. Just massaging the face, releasing any tension in the muscles. And you can just go wherever it feels like you might need to. And this is one of those things that I observe that you didn't know you need it until you do it. You start doing it consistently and you're like, huh, I didn't realize how tight my jaw was, you know, or you might find yourself grinding your teeth. It could all be because of a lot of different things, but your muscles on your face being tight is one of them. All right, let's go to the other side. Same thing. We're going to start right here at the bottom. Just making some small circles under the jaw. And then, like, you see how I'm going back and forth. I'm just and then we're going to go right here, completely on the side, small circles. And I had to move my thumb. My thumb was there. It got in the way, brought it to there. And then coming up, same thing. Onto the cheekbone, making some small circles. While we're here, just go ahead and make sure you're taking a breath. Do you realize how much we're holding our breath when we're trying to focus and concentrate? We do, we hold our breath. So I just want us to get in the habit of doing a belly check. Is my belly moving at all? Has it moved in the last hour? You know, because it should be. It's important for digestion that your stomach be moving. Hi, Zen. Okay, and then I want us to take the tips of our fingers and I want us to just press, like keep them together. Before in some of the classes we've done like this, right? I want us to keep the fingers together and then just press and tap all here. If you have long nails, this is going to be quite uncomfortable, but you can still do it. It could be like a tapping. You just be gentle, you know, and you're just tapping and really get into that area right there around the mouth in that crease that sometimes we have by the nose. And then we want to do the same thing on the other side. Just tapping like that. Okay. I want you to see if you can work that into your routine as you, when you do your morning self-care or your evening face care routine. Just work on doing this. And now I just want you to take your fist. There's a tool for this, but you can do it with your fist. And I just want you to take your fist right there at the jawline and push up into your cheek area. Okay, and just do it again. Just take it from here and just push up. I am pressing quite a bit here, not hard where it's painful, but just so that I can feel it. I'm just pushing up. All right. All right, now let's connect our breath with our movement. Looks like Zen's gonna be doing yoga today, so. Oh, Zen. Okay, there you go, buddy. So take a breath in, inhaling, lifting the chin up. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Inhaling, lifting the chin up. Exhaling, bringing the chin to the chest. One more time, inhaling, lifting the chin up. Exhaling, bringing the chin to the chest. Good. Now I want you to go ahead and lift the chin up once again. Take your breath. Inhale, belly moves. Let the head drop back. And then just rotate to the right and then to the left. And same thing, just making our half circles or just really relaxing the neck area here. And just going all the way over. And then I want you to stay here to the left. Just let your left ear come to the left shoulder toward it. Take your breath in. Try to let this shoulder just come down. Just let it hang. And then exhale the breath out and then go ahead and switch sides. Okay, and then, you can let your chin point up a little. And just take a breath in. Let the shoulder hang. So just even letting the hand come down is going to open up the space more. Don't fight it, meaning your shoulders may try to scrunch up because of the space. Drop it down. Like just let them go. Don't let them scrunch. And breathe in. Make sure that this belly is moving. Exhaling out and come back to center. Good. Now let's lift the chin up. Let the head, just let it drop back. And I want you to take your hands and place them on your forehead so that you're just letting that head just completely gravitate towards the back. And then we're going to go ahead and take the hands and bring them behind us on the mat with the tips of the fingers facing away. You're just letting your head just hang back. Let your chest lift up. Your legs could really be in a V shape, like extended outward. This is one leg position option. You can have your legs in what we call a bowl, where they're lifted up like so they're not all the way down. You can even have them like this, and you'll feel a nice stretch with this positioning too. And then you can also have your legs extended, stretched out. All right, just let your head drop back. Your fingers are spread apart. I want you to feel the posture, I want you to feel every part of it. And then I want you to adjust your body in different ways. So your legs may be out, but then while you're still here, go ahead and try pulling them in. See how you feel there. And if your legs are crisscrossed for some time, open them out, release them. And then even, I want you to go ahead and just bring your legs from side to side. And then if you notice this doesn't feel good for my neck, then walk your hands closer to your hips and bring your head back up. All right, and then now let's everyone just bring our knees to a bent knee position, soles of the feet on the mat, and then looking forward. Be explorative in your home yoga practice when you're, hanging out doing it yourself. Just explore, move your body. All right, and we're going to come all the way over to the left. And we're just going to twist the body to frame this left knee. And I want you to sit up, one hand on each side of the knee, like so. And one hand on each side, sitting up nice and tall, catching your breath. Inhaling through your nose And then I want you to bend at the elbows and we're just gonna come down. And we're just opening up this hip area. So let's spiral. So it's like we're going in it, but then it's like you're testing the waters. How does this feel? Is this too tight on my hip? If so, I'm just gonna stop right here. And I'm gonna feel this right where this is. Okay. And then play around with your hands. Your hands are starting in this position. Move them up a little bit. How does that feel? Okay, relaxing your shoulders. Take a breath in. And then I want you to go ahead and come all the way down with bent elbows and just come here. We can use our block to stack our head to stack on top of each other to meet our head here, to provide our head with support. We can stack our fist and bring our head down. And then lean into the posture. You know, I want you to feel it. And just take your breath. So inhaling through your nose. And exhaling out. And inhale. And exhale. I want you to bring your attention into your body. A lot of times, and yes, this is a part of yoga, you need to know this. A lot of times we're in yoga and in working out, we're in our head. When you notice you're in your head, you're thinking about stuff. Maybe your mind is saying this is too painful, this is too uncomfortable, I don't know if I'm doing it right, or it's repeating some message over and over. As soon as you become conscious of that, I want you to bring your attention to some part of your body. I usually say the belly because I want you to be focusing on its movement. But right now, I had an awareness actually right here in the joint between my leg. And I noticed that my muscle was holding, it was tightening. And so I became aware of that and I just let it go in that moment. That's yoga. It's the communication between your body, your breath, and your consciousness, right? Your awareness, your thoughts. So I want you, when we go into a posture, your action becomes your breathing. Your action becomes, how is this feeling? You know, be there present in that with you. Yoga is very different from other workout routines because the focus is on a communication. Okay, so just breathe while we're here. And then we're going to go ahead and come up and we're going to go to the opposite side and do the same thing. So we're going to bring our legs over. And then start out the same way, test the waters, right? Sitting up tall, breathing in. And then we're going to do our little spiral. And then coming up. And then doing it again. And coming up. Feeling how you're feeling. What are you noticing now? I'm noticing a little something happening, a little resistance in this area of my hip. So I may want to do a little extra wiggle here to kind of let that space open up. You know, I don't want you to just move through the postures, just, going through the motions, right? We do enough of that in life. I want you to be here, feeling your body. What's happening? And then inhale, and then coming on down. And then, right back where we were. What did we do before? Did you stack? Did you just hang out? Whatever you did, you revisit that, connect with your breath. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling out. All right. So just so you know, from here, we're going to go to all fours. So let's breathe again. Let's inhale. Feel that the connection between the stomach and the leg. Inhaling and exhaling. And I want you to go ahead and let's come on up. Let's come on up. And we're gonna just make some circles here. We're stretching out our wrist here, making these big circles. My arms are kind of at an angle, you know, so they're just a little bit out at an angle, right? They're not completely stacked. You know, when I say stacked, you see the difference in my two arms, right? This hand is a little, this would be stacked. So a little bit out so that we can have some more room when we're going forward and then coming back. You can also turn your wrist around and then just do this the same way. And we're just making circles. Play around. If you want to take your arms out a little further, go ahead and do that. Just stretching out, making big circles. We're going to be here. Let's do 3 breaths wherever you decide to be. And then make sure that you go, we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we're going to do 3 breaths this way. Inhale. Exhale. See how I'm moving my hands in and out, further, closer. And I want you to play around like that. And then go in the opposite direction, same thing. Immediately, what I'm noticing is my left hand, I'm feeling like this pinch that it wasn't present before. I wasn't aware that I needed some type of a stretch there. So now I'm becoming aware. So I'm gonna be a little more gentle on this hand. And so now I have to be a little gentle on this hand, right? That's the kind of stuff I want you to be tracking. Okay. All right, and then I want us to go ahead and we're gonna come up. Oh, if you did, hopefully you went the other way. So if not, go ahead and go the other way. And then I want us to go ahead actually and tuck our toes. So now when we make our circle, we're leaning down and we're coming onto our toes because this opens up the lungs, believe it or not. When your toes are bent like this, it's opening up that lung area. Every part of us is connected, right? And then let's go in the opposite direction again. And then from here, let's go ahead and go into our downward facing dog. We're not going to stay long. We're going to go into forward fold. So if you need to move through that quickly or, you know, then do so. So downward facing dog. And then just gently, alternately bending and straightening your knees. Relaxing your shoulders. And let's go ahead and walk our feet to our hands. And we're just gonna let the hands just hang down. And I just want you to rock from side to side. When you do so, you're doing slight bend in each knee alternately. Slight bend over here, slight bend over here, and switch, and switch. So I'm just back and forth. Tips of my fingers are on my mat. Could use my blocks and have them out. And that might give me some more space to do some more, you know, could use my blocks like this. That might let me concentrate more on the stretch, okay? Then I just want you to go ahead and look forward. Tips of the fingers on the mat or on your blocks and feeling this let your shoulders roll back, okay? And you should be feeling this in here. If it's too much for your back, bend your knees slightly, looking forward, taking a breath here, relax your shoulders, relax the muscles on your face. So, okay, looking forward, but looking down slightly forward. I don't want you to be scrunching your neck like this. I want your neck long, tips of the fingers here. We're feeling the stretch in our hamstrings, okay? And then now bend at the elbows and let your torso come down, okay? Your feet are hip distance apart. Especially if you have low back pain, you're gonna wanna keep them hip distance apart to provide that support. And then I want you to go ahead and press up again, tips of the fingers. Inhale, keeping the neck nice and long, looking down, out in front of you on your mat. And then exhale and come on back down. Okay, taking a breath in through the nose. Exhale. Lift up. Straight arms now. Inhale. Exhale. Bend at the elbows. Bring the torso down. If you've had enough, roll yourself up to a fully standing position. Interlace your fingers behind you and let your hands drop down. We're going to go there. So, all right. And I just want you to go ahead and we're going to roll up nice and slow, like a big body sigh. So it's just, just take your time coming up. That's so important. Why? Because that allows you to feel all of this, and it allows you to raise your awareness about the different parts of your body. Ooh, okay. All right, and how it's feeling. All right, so now let's bring the hands behind us. Interlace the fingers, let the hands drop down, lift the chin up. Okay, feet are still hip distance apart, chin is lifted, hands are dropping down. Take a breath in through the nose. Try to make sure that your feet are not gripping the mat. Okay, your toes might be gripping the mat. So if they are, lift up your toes, okay? If you have, don't lock your knees. You can slightly bend them, all right? And we're gonna fold over from here. So bending at the knees, dropping the hips, leaning over, lifting the arms up. Try to see how you can get them up. You may not be able to get your arms all the way up like this. I wasn't, and sometimes I'm not, and sometimes I am. So sometimes your arms may just need to go here. Sometimes you're like, well, you know what? I'm right here. And that's all good. Okay. And then just gently do the knee thing, side to side. Bend left knee, straighten right knee. Bend right knee, straighten left knee, and so on. All right, now bring the hands all the way down to the ankles. Then bring the hands on the shins. Squeeze the elbows into the sides, like as if you have something under your arm and you're trying to keep it there. Squeeze it in, flat back here, looking down to it on the floor. And we're gonna go into chair pose from here. So bend your knees, drop your hips a little further, extend your arms out. You can keep them straight out in front of you at shoulder level, or you can bring them up for the traditional chair pose to frame your ears. Take a breath in. My toes are lifted so that I'm not gripping the mat. And then I'm gonna come all the way up. Grab your right wrist and then reach over to the left. Okay, looking up, reaching over. Come on back to center. Same thing, opposite side. Grab your wrist, reach over. And then come on back to center. Bring your hands all the way down. We're gonna kick up the heat a little bit here. Let the feet go wide and hands on our hips. First, you know the thumbs, they go to the back so that you're pressing in your back and you're pushing your hips forward. All right, just push, take a breath in. Your feet are at a 90-degree angle. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out. Come back to center. Push the hips to the left. Inhale. Push the hips to the right. Inhale. Come back to center. Push the hips back. Lean your torso forward. Good. And then go ahead and come all the way back up. And let's go in circles here. So now, just making some big circles, taking your time, feeling every movement, inhaling through the nose. And then I want you to do the same, go in the same thing, opposite direction. Making your circles. And then come back to center. And then 5-point star, both arms out. Inhale. Exhale, flip your palms upward. Fingers are spread apart. And let's lean the body to the left, pushing the hip to the right, leaning the body to the left. And then back to center, leaning the body to the right. And then back to center, flipping the palms down, reaching the left arm down, right arm up, and take a look up. Inhaling through the nose. And switching sides, same thing. Leaning to the right. Left arm lifts. Taking a look up. And then come back to center. All right, hands on the hips, inhale. Exhale, bend at the knees. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend at the knees. Straighten, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. The next time we're gonna fold over. Exhale, folding over. Let your arms come out in front of you. Bring your blocks to join you if it feels good. Create like a tug of war with your arms and your hips. So your arms are walking forward and your hips are pulling backwards. Relax your shoulders. Inhale through the nose. And we're just gonna do a little wiggle here. So just moving your torso from side to side. Okay, if you need to, put a little bend in your knees. Then I want you to go ahead and walk your hands over here. Take your hands and frame your left foot. And then your arms are straight at first, right? So you're inhaling, your neck is long. On the exhale, you do a little bend at the elbow to deepen the stretch. Your belly squeezes in on the exhale. Your muscles are relaxing at that point, a little bit more. And then straighten your arms on the inhale as you walk your hands over to the opposite side. Framing the leg. take your breath in. As you exhale, bend at the elbows. Then come on back to center. Let the left arm go up. And bring it back down. And let the right arm go up. And bring it back down. Let's go ahead and walk the hands straight out in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and bend at the elbows. And you may need to bend at the knees a little bit here too. Okay. This is really good for your back, your low back. May not feel like it right now. And if it's painful, come out of the posture. But I want you to feel the depths of the stretch. You may be feeling it in your hamstrings right now. Then bring your hands to your hips. And we're going to come all the way up. Like so. All right. So your legs are going to stay wide, right? Normally our feet are at an angle, but I want them to be now parallel with the short ends of the mat, if it's comfortable for you to do so. And we're going to take our arms and we're going to cross them. Left arm over top of the right arm. And then bend at the elbows to create an eagle arm effect. If you want, instead, you can bring your hands on your shoulders, okay? And we're just gonna lean over from here, maybe a little intense, all right? But here, the arms can be up, an eagle arm posture, and then you're leaning over like so. It's a little strength building in the torso area, and then we're just gonna come up. You're not going all the way down, okay? So you may only go to this point and stop and then come up, all right? Or you may come down and then come up, okay? And like I said, your hands can be on your shoulders with your elbows up, or in eagle arms. Coming down and then coming back up. Okay, coming down and then coming back up. Catch your breath, so inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time, come up, inhale. And exhale, come on back down. All right, let's come all the way back up. Bring the hands onto the hips. And we're gonna stretch the legs out from side to side like so. Bending that left knee, straightening out the right. And come back to center. This is your inhale. And switch your sides. And back to center. And switch. And back to center. And switch. I added a lean forward. If you want to, you can do that. And come all the way back up. And switch. Just doing a little bit of a lean in the direction of my left knee. And then coming back up. And switch. And lean. And come all the way back up. All right. Let's shake it out. Shake out your legs. Shake out your arms. Good. And let's come on. We're going to hands on the hips, and I want you to just come on to your tippy toes. So lift up the heels. Now you may need some support for this from the wall. And then just lower back down to your heels. And then lift your toes up and lean your torso forward a little bit. Your toes are lifted. And this is balance. Okay. And then coming back to center, fully standing. All right. And then come back onto your tippy toes. Relax your shoulders. Check the belly movement. Inhale. Exhale, lower down your heels. Excellent. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out. We're going to do some balancing postures next. Okay, so we'll start with the tree pose. You can use the wall also for support when you're doing this initially, and then you may see that you can move your hand off of the wall. Okay, so extend that left foot out to the side, pointing the toe, and then bring it in, and you can let it hang out here at the ankle. Make sure this right foot that you're not gripping the mat with the toes, so lift up on those toes. Relax your shoulders, hands on your hips. Inhale. And exhale. We can just stay here for a moment. If you feel your right knee locking into place, like hyperextending backward, put a slight bend in the knee to protect it, okay? And if you feel yourself wobbling side to side a little bit on this foot, that's good, that's alignment. And so you're gaining strength in the sole of that foot, in the ankle, and that's helping a lot of different things. It's helping your reproductive organs, it's helping your digestive system just by doing this. So relax your shoulders. And some of you may be thinking, reproductive organs, if you're not in reproductive years, it's still important for those organs, that whatever organs we have to be in healthy condition. So inhale through the nose, exhaling back out. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling back out. And let's release this and shake the foot out. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So first step that right foot out and then bring it in. Focus on your breath. Become aware of your body. Relax your shoulders. Inhaling. And exhaling. And inhale. And exhale. So you may test yourself in this, because when you first come into posture, you may notice that it's harder to do. And then as you stay for a while, it's easier. You may notice that your foot stops, doing the alignment process that my foot does often in the beginning. It's petering back and forth, side to side. And then you may notice that it stops. And so, when you're doing your own home practice, you may want to have a focus. I'm going to stay in this posture until I can feel that my body is not wobbling, or I want to be able to move my arms out from by my hips. You know, that may be how you explore the poses, okay? And then if you notice that your toes are gripping, your goal may be to lift your toes up and to not have them grip the mat as much. Let's take a breath in while we're here. And then exhale and release, okay? Let's shake everything out. All right. Let's go ahead and let your feet be wider than hip distance apart and your legs are at an angle. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna bend at the knees. And I want you to keep going as far down as you can and then come on back up. Okay, we're gonna do it again. Inhale. And then bend, and I want you to keep going as far as you can. And then use your strength to bring yourself back up. Okay, let's do it one more time. Inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale, I want you to calm down. And then use your strength to come all the way back up. Let's walk your feet together, all right? Hip distance apart. We're going to forward fold, so inhale. And we're exhaling, forward folding, coming all the way down. Bring your hands down to the floor. Use your mat, your blocks if you need to. Let your palms come to the floor if you have that capacity in you today. You can slightly bend your knees if you want. And then we're gonna step that right foot back. And you can stay here on your tippy toe and hang out. This could be your level that you stay at, okay? And you're just relaxing your shoulders. Now you remember that you always wanna start on your weakest side first, right? So I started on my right leg, but if you need to test the gauge of your left leg, then you would start with that leg instead, okay? Take a breath in, and we're gonna go ahead and the next level would be to lift the foot up. Relax the shoulders, okay? And then I want you to tap this right knee to the back of that leg, and you're going to bend the left leg while you're doing it. So you're tapping the knee, bending the leg, and then coming back up, and then dropping it down. Okay, let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Step that left foot back. First stopping here on your tippy toe. Catch your breath, inhale through the nose. Lift the leg up. And then bend and tap. Extend it out. And bring it down. Okay, pull the hips back, walk the hands forward, best you can. Get a nice good stretch in this back area. Okay, relax the shoulders. They may be trying to shrug up near the ears. Try to relax them as you pull the body in two different directions. You're pulling the hands forward, you're pulling the hips back. Okay, all right, another balancing posture. Come back so that your hips and your ankles are straight in alignment with each other. Step that right foot back. And then lift the leg up. And then we're gonna go ahead and reach that left arm. So opposite arm to leg. Or stop at one of the levels that we stopped at before we got to this. Okay. Focus your mind on the mat and then drop it down. One more time, same thing. Step the foot back, reach the arm forward. Take your breath, inhale. Exhale, bring it down, okay? Let's come all the way down onto the mat. We're gonna go onto our backs. I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up today. So coming all the way onto our backs. Arms out by either side and just rock from side to side. Not letting your knees touch the floor, just rolling them from one side to the other. So this is so good for your back, your kidneys, which get some stimulation from this. This is good for your core because we're building core strength by not letting the legs go down, using the core to control the posture. Okay. This is good for your lymphatic system. All right, so let's just do, let's say 3 more. Take your breath. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then let's come back to center. Let the soles of the feet come down onto the mat. Let's let the soles of the feet come together and let the knees open wide. You can bring your blocks or your pillows on the side of your legs to provide support. And in this posture, I really just want you to sit here and connect with the rhythm of your breath. A lot of people skip these parts of yoga, you know, when we're just, and this type of a class, even when we're just really, you know, becoming more aware and we're practicing stillness and feeling. But honestly, I just have to tell you that that's what yoga is about, feeling how we feel now. We in our culture spend so much time in an automated process where we're going from one thing to the next, and we don't really take the time to check in and reflect and see how we're feeling in our bodies. You know, we're allowing the mind to dictate how we, you know, move in the world. And in order to allow your body to function at its best, doing the systems and the functions that it knows how to do automatically, we have to take time to sit and reset and just feel and be with ourselves. So that's what this is about. If you often feel like, you know, well, we're not doing anything in this posture, it's not true. Okay, so just be here, hands on your belly, feel how you're feeling, and watch your belly move up and down. As we prepare to end the session, let's go ahead and bring our knees together, stretch our legs out, wiggle your fingers and rotate your wrist, wiggle your toes and rotate your ankles. Give a good stretch up with your arms. Just stretch your arms up, point your toes. And this is our inhale, so catch your breath. And then as you exhale, bring your knees in, lift your head up if it doesn't hurt your neck, and pull your knees into your chest. And then roll over to the side that feels good for you. Take a breath in. And then come all the way back up. Extend your arms out, lean forward, arms back and out, leaning forward. Wrap your arms around, right arm over top of the left, walk your hands together, lean forward, lift your elbows up. Say something positive and inspiring to yourself. And then reach your arms back. Again, then switch around, wrap your arms around, walk your hands toward each other. Lift your elbows up, lean forward. And send a positive thought to someone else. Go as far down as you can. Positive thought to someone else. And then come all the way back up. Let your arms down. Thank you so much for sharing your yoga practice with me today. Really love this class. I love the idea of being present. It's not always easy to do because life can definitely be overwhelming and we want to kind of move through it quickly. But it's just nice when you can allow yourself to just be in the moment. So thank you for joining me today with this. Namaste. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you.
Thank you, April.
You're so welcome.
Great class. And I love the bird.
Oh, thank you. That's little Zen.
What kind of bird is this?
It's a parakeet.
A parakeet. That's what I thought.
Yes. Yeah. He's my buddy. He likes to hang out with me wherever I go.
I can see that. Yeah. Good. Take care. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Everyone. Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.